Hello, everybody. I'm trying to do a video on my new webcam, and I'm trying to set the light here so that you can all see me a bit better. Uh, it's a bit too near me, but it'll do. Anyway, I'm doing a video. I love doing videos. Even though I love being on my own, I love being on my own. I always wanted to be a star, I always, you know, I've been brought up uh, uh, watching TV from the age of 5, and I'm 73 now, and you're talking about 67 years of watching TV, and I always loved my TV, and I always wanted to be a star, and I almost was at one time when I came out on a few documentaries. I even went on TV all over the world. But nothing came of it. It died out in the end. So I love doing my own videos now, and this is my way of communicating with everybody. And my aim of my videos is to help people. Now I'm 73 years of age, and I've been through the mill a few times. And I've experienced ups and downs more than anybody, and mostly downers. But I've picked myself up every time, and I'm doing a lot of videos about the situations I was in, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to help people. There's too many teenagers committing suicide. I've been there myself. I was married for 11 years to my first wife. I was always working underground, giving her my pay, working hard. I wanted to see her happy and the children. I had 3 children. And the next thing I knew, she had an affair. She had me out to the house, and I lost everything. I lost my car, my TV, the house. She stopped me seeing the kids. 11 years of working hard, building up my home and everything, all gone. And it was hell on earth, on earth. My kids have no idea what I had to go through then, because 2 of them are not talking to me because they have not had my side of the story. Not that I want to tell them my side of the story, but the fact is they have no idea what, my first wife had an affair for 3 years. I was married to my first wife, and all of the time, last 3 years, I started to find out she was going to bed with another man. Now, my 2 eldest kids are talking to me. Can you imagine? They've all, my eldest daughter is married. My eldest boy is living with somebody. How would they feel now if they found out their partner was sleeping with somebody else? They wouldn't be able to handle it. Not only did I have to handle it, when I tried to stop it, I landed up losing my house, losing everything I worked for. I only had the clothes on my back, and I landed up going to live with a relative, someone in the family. I won't name that person, because when I split up with my first wife, all because I tried to stop having an affair, she had everything planned out. She was already seeing a solicitor. She was a clever woman. I was laid back, and I had no idea what she was doing behind my back, because I trusted her. I believed in her, And the thing was, I couldn't believe she was doing so many things behind my back and saying so many bad things. And it was a shock to the system. And then I went to live with a relative who stopped me having the children there. Even though she knew the children well, she was related to the children as well as related, but I was not allowed to have the children. In the meantime, my first wife stopped me seeing the children, and the children were my life. You know, I married the first wife because she was expecting my child. I never wanted to get married. I loved my single life, but at the same time, I wanted children. But being, after splitting up with the first wife, losing everything, and then on top of it all, not able to see my children, not able to bring them back to the accommodation I had, and I was, you know, on the verge of jumping off a cliff. The only thing that stopped me was the fact I was afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of dying now. I know now there's life after death. Because even though I'm 73 now with heart trouble and a hernia and all that, my life, and I can't go about like I used to, my life is more exciting now than it's ever been because I'm learning a lot of things about life. Anyway, I was 3 months in the accommodation, not able to see my children. I was cracking up. I was having a breakdown. And I was living in a boxed room, no TV, no radio, nothing. Having bits of food there, still working, still going to work, coming home. No food there for me. Go to the bathroom, no toilet paper in the bathroom. I had to buy my own toilet paper. I was cracking up. I was 33 years of age. And for the first time in my life, I went down on my knees and I prayed to God. I'd never believed in God or anything before then, but I was now having a breakdown. I was having terrible nightmares. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even walk. I had to see the doctor. I couldn't even walk straight. My balance had gone, everything. I was so stressed out. The doctor wouldn't give me any medication. He wouldn't give me sleeping tablets or nothing to help me sleep. So I went down my knees and I prayed for the first time. I prayed for a 3-bedroom house. Now then, in 3 weeks of me praying, I had a 3-bedroom house in Carway. Not only did I have the 3-bedroom house in Carway, I had it the first week of the miners' strike. And because I was a single miner on strike, the NHS, well, Social Security, not NHS, sorry, Social Security wouldn't give me a penny. I moved into that house and slept on the floor on a sleeping bag and had a kettle to make a cup of tea in the morning with no money at all. I had to because I was given good money in the accommodation I was. They were having my call, everything, and all that now stopped. I wasn't having much food there as it was. And I was treated like, you know, they were keeping me in the box room like keeping a dog in the room all the time. And if I had not had that house in Carway, they would have thrown me out on the road. I'd have been homeless. So to me, this was a miracle. My prayer was answered. Now, since then, I've learnt a lot about God. Now, to me, God isn't what these church people go to church and say. God is energy. It's pure love and energy. And God will help anybody if you ask God. But it's not a person. God is the universe. Keeps all the planets and everything together. But anyway, when I moved into the house and I had nothing, and we were having food parcels, and that's what kept me alive, my food parcels. But within 3 months, I furnished that house out. Within 3 months, everybody from the village of Carway, Pontiacs and Polindri gave me all the furniture I need. The only thing I bought was a kettle for £5. I had a bed, fridge, freezer, cooker, everything. I started having coal there to light up the fire there and warm the house. Uh, and I was able to have my children down to stay with me in within 3 months. It was magic, and that made me realize, looking back at it now, that it was a kind of a miracle that happened at the best time of life. I've had a few since then, because of course I got married a second time then. I didn't learn my lesson with the first wife. I certainly learned my lesson with the second wife. And I've been on my own since, and that was over 30 years ago. And I love my life on my own. I don't trust any woman again, because, I was taken in and fooled twice. Yeah, there was a fault on my part as well. My fault was trying to please my first wife too much. Doing too much for them. So, but anyway, like I said, we're on this planet to learn. There is a God. It's a powerful universe, more powerful. We can't even imagine the power of God. But it's not the kind of God people go to church to worship and things like that. And there's so many different religions. God is within us all. That's what keeps us alive. It's the energy. It's how can I explain? You need to check it out. Check out the video. There's so many videos I've watched on YouTube, and I've Googled so many things. I've learned a lot about God and things like that, and that there's life after life. You see, our lives are so short. We're just passing through. The afterlife is more again. Now, I got 3 of my 4 kids don't talk to me, but I'll meet them in the afterlife. I'll be gone before them, because this heart trouble, I don't think I'll be long left on this earth. But I'm not afraid of death anymore, because I know my 2 best friends died last year. A lot of my friends and family have gone, so I'll meet them all. And after I've gone, my children will come after me, and the 3 who are now talking to me, they will talk to me in the afterlife. They'll come up to me and give me a hug and everything. Yeah, I know. If they saw this now, they wouldn't believe it. They think I'm crazy. But okay, maybe in a way I am crazy, but I'm happy being crazy. And this is me. Like I say, I enjoy life now more than ever, because I'm learning more about life. And I haven't drank for 27 years. I just spent my 27th Christmas without a drink. I don't drink. I was never a drinker anyway. Now, my 3 kids not talking to me wouldn't believe that, but I was never a drinker. If they believed, I never drank when I first got married to my first. I went on a bachelor party, and my friends were trying to get me to drink, but I wouldn't drink. I was courting Lon, right, the biggest love in my life, for 3 years, and we were going to get married, and she was against me, and that's when I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking when I was 18 years of age. I got married and never drank, and I was married for a year, and the first wife was shouting at me, get out to have a pint. And I went back drinking after 6 years. I had gone from the age of 18 to the age of 24 without drinking, and I finally went back drinking. Okay,